Do you guys know what is the one single most important fight that you will have as a married couple again and again and again?
रुक जाओ, पैसा पैसा पैसा, सिर्फ यही बात पे आपकी सबसे ज्यादा इश्यूज होने वाली है आपकी शादी में. तो लेट्स डाइव इनटू इट. वी हैव मोर क्वेश्चंस टू आस्क टू योर पार्टनर इन योर मैरिज और बिफोर गेटिंग मैरिड.
These are the most important money questions that you need to ask your partner before getting into a relationship after marriage. And here goes another episode of
Happily Whatever After. I'm your host Karan.
And I'm Shoki. We've been married for
9 years right now. 10 साल पूरे होंगे दिसंबर
में. We are not the perfect couple. We are not here to give you hashtag couple goals. We are here to show you what all mistakes we've made as a married couple and how you guys can save yourself from that mistakes. And we are also relationship coaches. So if you are currently going through a hard phase in your relationship, going through a tough season in your relationship, then you can get in touch with us to get one-on-one help. Now, next thing, I think we did this very beautifully, Karan.
Yeah.
Okay? We need to understand, both of you need to come to the same page about what counts as big expense. That is what you need to know for each other.
Yeah.
Like for me, a big expense would even be a 10,000 rupees ka watch.
Correct.
Right? But for Karan, a 20,000 rupees ka speaker is not a big expense, because for me, in short term basis, I used to feel like, oh my god, 20,000 rupees ka sirf speaker, when there is something available for 5,000 rupees. But Karan used to think long term कि वो 20,000 के speakers उसको 15-14 साल चलेंगे, right? And they are currently also working for us. But when we were buying it, I was like, oh भगवान, ये इतना महंगा कैसे ले रहा है type thing, right? So you guys need to come to the same page about what counts as big expense. And honestly, I would say that आज तक करण और मैं इस same page पे नहीं आ पाए हैं, but at least we have the understanding. We've given each other that space.
Yeah.
कि ठीक है, चल करण का big expense looks like this. करण का big expense used to at one point of time look like कि मेरी EMI खत्म हो रही है, तो थोड़ा सा पैसा बच रहा है, तो अब मैं EMI पे कुछ और भी ले सकता हूँ. जैसे कि 2 लाख रुपए की मेरी सौतन.
हाँ, I took a bike back then, but अब मेरे पास वो बाइक नहीं है. Yeah.
And I used to be like, ये तो मतलब 2 लाख रुपए की मेरे बाप की कार भी है. And you're buying a bike worth of. I was very Monisha middle class in my thinking back then, guys. I was like, 4 पहिए वाली गाड़ी 2 लाख की नहीं आ रही है मेरे पापा की, और ये 2 पहिए वाली गाड़ी 2 लाख की ले रहा है. इतना अमीर इंसान मैंने जीवन में नहीं देखा था.
But then that's what we are trying to say here is that it is completely okay to do big expenses.
Yeah.
But then you guys need to be on the same page. It needs to be discussed in the relationship. It should not be a shocker. Why it is necessary to discuss these big expenses today? Because in today's world, in the technology advanced world, we have quick commerce, we have e-commerce where everything is available in seconds, in minutes, and everything, correct? So you do not think long term. You do not think with a long vision that how it will impact your relationship, because your partner might be thinking something else with that finances. And if you are doing that finances and that money goes out of your kitty, it will damage the feeling of your partner, and then you both guys will feel that, okay, I have done something wrong. So it's always better, you should always discuss it first and then be on the same page.
And it's the most important thing to build trust around money between you two as a unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which brings me to the another question is, we touched base a bit on that part, but we need to ask that how are we splitting the bills, equally or proportionately, or what is it that our partner thinks about splitting?
Yeah. So I think इसमें तो I would say, Karan, that you and I were never so rigid or adamant on the fact कि हमको हमारी सैलरी का 50% तो देना ही पड़ेगा type thing. But हाँ, हमने ये सोचा था always कि हम जो भी होगा वो आपस में बांट लेंगे. But unfortunately वो भी नहीं हो पाया था, because your salary was completely ridden by the personal loans where we
were paying off with that
because you had family debts. Right? But the fact was that created a problem because nothing was split.
Correct.
It was just one person taking care of everything. We could tide over that time. It was a hard time. We did have financial issues at that point of time. We did have fights about money at that point of time. But I think we could tide over it again because we were 100% clear about it. कि ये अभी के लिए है, जब तक ऐसा चल रहा है, I will eventually fix it. That is the kind of assurance, that is the kind of trust that you gave me. And you never ever gave me the reason to think otherwise.
Correct.
Like ऐसा नहीं होता था कि कभी तुम्हारे पास पैसे नहीं बच रहे लेकिन you went ahead and anyway bought something. All the questions that we've discussed till now are connected. If you see, there is a link to every single question that we are trying to ask you guys to ask the partner, right?
Yeah.
So this one also comes to, if you are splitting the bills, even if you are splitting it equally or proportionately, I would say the basics comes to the point that you guys are transparent about it. अगर आपको एक दूसरे की बेसिक सैलरी नहीं पता है, आपको अपनी इनकम नहीं पता है, तो फिर आप उसको स्प्लिटिंग कैसे बोलोगे? अगर लोग ये बोल रहे हैं कि चलो मेरी 20,000 सैलरी है, तुम्हारी 50,000 सैलरी है, तो मुझे भी 50% देना है घर में और तुमको भी अपनी 50% सैलरी का देना है, तो उसमें ईगो नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि मेरा 50% 10,000 ही है।
Correct.
और करण का 50% is only
25,000.
Exactly. So it can also be that sometimes Karan will try to say that it's okay, I will take care of everything, you save your 10,000, when we need it for something else or when we need it for vacations, then we will use it at that point of time. Jaise right now we've come back to that because I am not into a corporate job anymore, so we've come back to me saving and Karan doing all the expenses. At some point of time it was Karan paying off all the loans and I was doing savings and expenses both, right? So you guys need to decide how are you splitting. You need to consider what feels respectful, and nothing is written in stone. So don't be rigid about it. Do not bring your ego here. Next is the most simple question. I think you guys might have already discussed it, but I would like to remind you that you guys need to discuss how do we want to save.
Correct.
And for what do we want to save.
Yeah.
Like for example, Karan very beautifully mentioned that he wants to have a house one day. I don't want to have a house one day, but we still want to have that vision that okay, if this is something that is important to him, we have to save a certain amount every month for that kind of expenses. And at the same time, if a vacation is important for me and Karan, we have to save that kind of amount every month for that. And there is also a need for emergency fund because I have faced it personally in my family. You need to have an emergency fund saved up, or there are a lot of layoffs happening right now. You need to have that savings so that it can tide you over till you get the next job.
Correct.
Right? So all of these things you guys need to decide. There was a basic difference between me and Karan about savings also. Karan used to believe in investment. I used to believe in having fixed savings. I needed safe space because I was insecure about my money. I needed to see it in my RD and FD where I could see कि अभी मेरा इतना पैसा है. Karan was very very secure about the fact कि मैं market में invest कर दूंगा. आज नहीं आएगा तो कल आएगा, कल नहीं आएगा तो परसों आएगा. He was very very confident about it, but I was scared. For a very long time, I did not invest my money into the market because I needed to feel that safety around it. So you guys need to discuss what savings look like also for you.
Yeah. One thing which is very, very important to discuss, you know, there is a time in the relationship where you have so much of stress, you take decisions quickly, you do not think about it. और उस समय दोनों पार्टनर बोलते हैं हाँ बाद में देख लेंगे, we will save it later. But in today's uncertain world, what happens is the uncertainty is just hovering around in your relationship, right? When that uncertainty comes, you cannot say that we will save it for later, right? One example would be is that today you are thinking of going for a vacation, correct? And next instance, you know, 3 months down the line, 4 months down the line, you say that I want to buy a car. And after 3 months, you say that I want to buy a music system. Then 3 months, you try to say that I want to buy a TV. All of those things are, you know, to be planned. It cannot happen that, you know, all of a sudden you today say that I want to go for a vacation. I will take 2 lakh rupees from the FDs that we have. I will take 2 lakh rupees from the investments that I have done. Because what will happen is, अगर आप इसको प्लान नहीं कर रहे हो तो आपकी अनसर्टेनिटी हमेशा रिलेशनशिप में रहेगी. आप दोनों एक पेज पे नहीं रहोगे and you guys will create a lot of problems. And what happens is that कि when you say I will save it later, that also your partner will feel that कि जो मेरी प्रायोरिटी है लाइफ में वो मेरे पार्टनर की प्रायोरिटी नहीं है, और उसमें जो ट्रस्ट फैक्टर है वो डिक्रीज होना चालू हो जाता है. बिकॉज यू बोथ गाइज आर नॉट ऑन द सेम पेज, बिकॉज योर प्रायोरिटीज आर अगेन डिफरेंट, माई प्रायोरिटीज आर अगेन डिफरेंट. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप इन माइंड दैट व्हाट एंड फॉर व्हाई आर वी सेविंग इट. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन शो, आई थिंक ये हमने शादी के पहले ही बात कर ली थी that we need to understand how much debt do we have, but your partner should know exactly how much debt your family is having, how much debt you are having personally, कितने loans है, कितनी EMIs है, कैसे आपका खाता चलता है, आप कैसे अपनी सैलरी यूटिलाइज करते हो, आप क्या खर्चा करते हो, कब खर्चा करते हो. This is very very important to know from your partner.
So करण और मैंने ये डिस्कस किया था कि किसके कितने लोन्स हैं, किसके कितने डेट्स हैं, वो कैसे खत्म करने हैं, राइट. बट द प्रॉब्लम वाज कि हमारे ऊपर हर थोड़े दिन में फैमिली की तरफ से गुगली आ जाती थी कि अरे अभी तो और बाकी है, अभी तो और बाकी है. So we had sat together and discussed that okay इतना डेट है मेरा. I was just fulfilling the home loan EMIs and all that was there.
Yeah.
But other than that I had nothing. I did not even buy a vehicle or invest in anything big like that. I did not get my money locked up. But at the same time Karan had almost all of his money locked up because he had to take personal loans to pay off his family debts, which kept emerging periodically every few months. So that personal loan जो हमने decide किया था, Karan and I sat down and decided that इतनी debt है, इनको हमको खत्म करना है कैसे भी करके. So we had a 5-year plan कि हम किस तरीके से उन debts को खत्म करेंगे. But it was only possible when Karan and I came back to complete 100% transparency. Okay, so we both knew कि हमको इतने पैसे चुकाने हैं और हम वो कैसे चुका सकते हैं. Apart from giving the monthly EMI payments, then we used to also save extra so that we could give a lump sum amount to decrease the principal amount from that debt loan.
Correct.
Right?
And show one thing which is very very important is this was really scary for me. This was really you can say unvisioned for me in my life that I will have these kind of conversations with my partner, because again coming back to where we started, I never saw these kind of discussions happening between my parents. So for me, having this conversation with you and telling you about all the debts, about whatever I was carrying into my life towards my finances was scary. If I would have been silent, I would have made a biggest blunder in our relationship, because you would have been always frustrated because
पैसा जाता
कहाँ है, पैसे का करते क्या हो. Though I was not doing anything in my life, but the financial debt that I was carrying from my family was creating a lot of issues. If I would have not been transparent, I think probably you would have left me in the start of the relationship कि यार मेरे को तो करना ही नहीं है, because हर 2 साल में 3 साल में कुछ ना कुछ नया आ रहा है. So the start of the relationship, if you discuss that what kind of debt you are carrying, then your relationship probably becomes much more stronger. At least your partner is aware that how they want to tackle this situation. You both guys come to planning this. So keeping a silent mode into the relationship towards the debts is much more scary, because the silence will cost you more in the future.
Yeah, totally. And I would come back again and again to having 100% transparency around finances in your relationship always. Always. It cannot even be to the point कि मैंने ये यहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, तुम्हें बताया नहीं, it was a surprise. No, it cannot be major chunks of money surprise. It needs to come with a healthy discussion between two partners that okay, this is the big investment that we are supposed to make, this is the big thing that we are supposed to buy, and this is what we are going to do from here onwards on our expenses overall, right? So which brings us to
another question,
which is what we did with our monthly spending flow. Who is going to track कि कहाँ पे कितना खर्चा हो रहा है, कितने बिल्स कौन पे करेगा, एंड कौन इन्वेस्टमेंट हैंडल करेगा. सो वी डिवाइड इट इक्वली. वी हैव दोज बाउंड्रीज क्लियर इन योर माइंड. ये इंसान की फाइनेंशियल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ये है, ये इंसान की फाइनेंशियल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये है. सो यू डिवाइड इट, यू डू नॉट डंप ऑन ईच अदर, राइट? इट कैन नॉट बी फॉर एग्जाम्पल दैट देयर वाज अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम वेयर आई डिड नॉट हैव अ जॉब. सो ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि करण ने बोला कि अब तो तुम्हारे पास जॉब नहीं है, सो यू डोंट get to have a say in the finances. No, that doesn't work like that. Even if you don't have a job, even if you are a full-fledged homemaker, it is still in your hands to have a say in the finances, because you are running the home. You can see what is क्या खाली हो गया है, क्या आपको refill करना है, कौन सी groceries आपको लेके आनी है, कितना बिल आएगा, कितना नहीं आएगा, दूध का बिल कितना है, पानी का बिल कितना है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल क्यों इतना है, अगर ज्यादा आया है तो हमें कंप्लेंट करनी है. Whatever it needs to be done, you are in the home all day, you can see those things. You can
Yeah.
also see what can be avoided right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right? A homemaker also gets a say in monthly spending flow. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि तुम अपनी सैलरी में से 20,000 रुपए अपनी बीवी को दे दो और बोलो कि चलो अब इसमें घर चल जाएगा.
You know, so very important thing when we were reading the comments in one of the reels where you know we got the comments that कि अगर बीवी नहीं कमा रही है और वो घर पे बैठी है तो उसका काम जितने में मैं पैसे दूंगा ना उतना चलाना होता है. So उसका काम सिर्फ घर का काम करना है और कुछ नहीं है. So that is a very wrong ideology that you are thinking in your marriage because घर का काम also is a task. It's like you know running supply chain management factory जहाँ पे आपको पूरे घर के सामान देखने पड़ते हैं. And if you are doubting your partner about the finances, then it is a bigger issue in the relationship. So you need to have a very transparent and open transactions and communication between both of the partners where you are talking that कि चलो ठीक है मेरे पास ये महीने में पैसे नहीं है, तुम्हारा जॉब नहीं है, तो 6 महीने 8 महीने में हम थोड़े बहुत पैसे कम स्पेंड करेंगे. इसमें हम कम स्पेंड कर सकते हैं, किसमें हम ज्यादा कर सकते हैं, कहाँ पे हमको कट डाउन करना है, और फिर उससे एक जो सॉल्यूशन निकलेगा वो आप दोनों को हेल्प करेगा टू बिल्ड द रिलेशनशिप एंड कम आउट ऑफ दिस मिजरी ऑफ फाइनेंशियल डेट्स एंड इश्यूज दैट यू आर क्रिएटिंग in your life.
Yeah, and it will also save you from surprises. Like for instance, there are a lot of couples that we know of who have their separate investments, right? Who do not have similar thoughts about investing. But what is more important that we always tell them is to understand and know that okay, this is where all the money is parked for you.
Correct.
This is where all the money is parked for him. Because at the end of the day, खुदा ना खास्ता कभी गलती से कोई emergency हुई, how will your partner know how to access the money that they need in that emergency, right? It cannot be possible that they will manage everything by themselves. आपने इतना saving किया है, जो भी किया है वो किस लिए किया है? For a rainy day, for a problem.
Correct.
So the spending flow needs to be transparent again between the two, and it can be properly divided. Like I used to spend for the house, but the expenses were tracked by Karan in the Excel sheet that we are sharing with you. I used to pay bills at some point of time, and Karan used to keep a track कि अच्छा bill pay हो गए हैं या नहीं हुए हैं, because there are chances जब आप अपने काम में होते हो कभी कभी आप भूल जाते हो या कभी कभी ऑटो पे सेटअप नहीं हो पाता है. So what do you do? I am very scared of investments. मेरे को तो समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि what is all of these things. So I have very happily given everything to Karan कि तुम देख लो भाई investments कैसे होते हैं, क्या होते हैं. And he keeps trying to keep me updated on it. He keeps trying to tell me कि this is how much is here for you in your Demat account. This is how much is here for you in this account. I don't care about it because I trust him blindly about it. But the fact that we are very clear in our mind कि okay, Karan will not be asking me कि दाल पे तुमने इतना खर्चा क्यों कर दिया, इतनी दाल हम कहाँ खाते हैं. Those kind of things cannot happen. That's not done. We are living in 21st century. You cannot be treating your partner like a slave कि बेटा तुमको इतने पैसे मिलेंगे, अब इसमें तुमको कैसे भी करके मैनेज करना है, लेकिन तुमको हर हफ्ते पनीर भी चाहिए, लेकिन तुमको हर हफ्ते चिकन भी चाहिए, मटन भी चाहिए, और फिर भी 20,000 में घर चलना चाहिए. No.
So spending से मुझे एक और चीज याद आई कि what are our personal boundaries towards spending?
When it comes to spending flow, there also needs to be a proper boundary for your own expenses that you're doing. So you need to discuss with your partner what are your spending boundaries, right? Like how we discussed that what do big expenses look like few questions ago. We also need to discuss what is your personal spending boundary. Like for example, if you are buying a gift for someone, some people believe that the gift needs to be extravagant. Like कि मुझे उसको 50,000 का पर्स गिफ्ट करना है, मतलब करना है किसी भी हालत में. But the other partner might think कि it's just a friend and why are you spending so much on a gift for a friend? Why not a gift for yourself or for our relationship or for me?
Correct.
Right? That kind of spending boundaries. For example, some people have gaming habits. Some people have online gambling habits. So it cannot be that your personal spending boundaries are getting blurred in the name of making money.
Correct.
Or getting blurred in the name of going online and shopping whatever the hell you need because credit card उसमें feed किया हुआ है.
Correct.
You just have to put in one code and you know things come home in immediately. Right? So it is about you both need to discuss कि मेरे spending spending habits क्या है, उनकी boundaries क्या है. For example, and I'm going to go ahead and take this liberty to say कि Karan is very happy when I actually spend on myself, when I actually go and do some manicure, pedicure, or some kind of treatment, skin treatment, or anything that I want to do, because otherwise I have been brought up with that belief that all of these things can be done at home.
Yeah.
Because my mom used to do it at home.
Yeah.
So I keep doing it. Like I do my own waxing at home. I never get like my eyebrows made or anything. So even those small spending things are not there for me. But if I want to go to a 5-star and eat very nice sushi, there is no spending boundary for me. So Karan knows my spending boundaries are set in certain level in certain areas of my life, and there are only few places that I like to indulge, and that's not a daily affair. So
Correct.
Karan is very secure about my spending boundaries. Similarly, I am very secure about his spending boundaries because he knows that this is what I need at this point of time, and he always thinks long term. So even though his expenses are big, but they are one-time expenses and then they last him a lifetime.
Correct.
So I know his spending boundaries like that. So as long as you guys are very clear about it, that how much freedom do you exercise on both your sides with the money that you guys have, that is very, very important to know before marriage. And now coming to the most important part, which creates a lot of issues later. इनिशियली उतना पता नहीं चलता है, लेकिन हर इंसान को किसी न किसी तरीके से ईगो परेशान करता है इस क्वेश्चन को लेके. बट यू नीड टू हैव दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन, दिस अनकंफर्टेबल हार्ड कॉन्वर्सेशन, विच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, विच इज वाई वी हैव केप्ट इट फॉर द लास्ट. व्हाट हैपेंस इफ वन ऑफ अस इज अर्निंग मोर देन द अदर?
तो शो इसका आंसर मैं दूंगा कि पहली बात, यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में आना नहीं चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से. अगर आपके दिमाग में ये क्वेश्चन आ रहा है तो आई थिंक you are playing out from your ego that my partner is earning more than me. How can she or he be, earning more than me, and I am not, in his or her level. I will not be able to do justice to this relationship. A lot of questions start building into your head, and you start feeling resentment inside you. That is when, the issues start creating into the relationship. If you from the start have a very beautiful conversation about this, that I trust you, I value your earning, I value that you are there for me and I am there for you, and when you have a long-term vision to build this relationship together, then I think this question of bringing that key, what happens if one earns more, if one earns more is beautiful, right? Because अगर एक बंदा रिलेशनशिप में पैसे ज्यादा कमा रहा है तो आप दोनों डिस्कशन करके एक ब्यूटीफुल प्लान बना सकते हो कि लॉन्ग टर्म में हमको क्या करना है. मेरी सैलरी इतनी है, मेरी सैलरी थोड़ी सी कम है. सो फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, what happened between you and me, at one point of time when we got married, you had more salary than me, and I was not egoistic कि तुम्हारी सैलरी ज्यादा है और मेरी सैलरी कम है तो मैं तुमसे बात नहीं करूंगा. I will not be taking financial help from you. You helped me in taking off my family debt because you had a little uphand in your salary. So having this egoistic behavior where मेरा पार्टनर मेरे से ज्यादा कमाता है, मेरे को भागना है और मेरे को दिखाना है कि मैं भी ज्यादा कमा सकती हूँ या कमा सकता हूँ, will only create issues in the relationship.
Yeah, and guys, I always give this example to all of our clients who come to us for one-on-one coaching. All of them, I give this example that there was a time where my salary was 3x of Karan's salary, and yet at that point of time, Karan never ever had any kind of ego issues that how can my wife earn more than me? And when people say that, oh, but you were paying his debt, so why would he have a problem? No, if we were looking at it that way, our marriage would not have survived this long. If I was resenting him at all points of time for paying his debts, which I did for a certain time, I would have not survived this whole relationship till now. The resentment was resolved when I kept seeing how much Karan takes care of me, otherwise emotionally, about my money issues, my money insecurities, my money problems. He's been very, very supportive of making me secure about my money, investing my money in the right places, getting me those kind of returns and showing it to me. मुझे डर लगता था पैसों के बारे में बात करने में, but Karan used to very nicely break everything down, show me that this is how much you have, this is how much you can spend, and not for his own benefit, just to make me feel calm about it, because I used to keep freaking out that अभी कुछ हो जाएगा प्रॉब्लम और मुझे सारा पैसा देना पड़ जाएगा और मुझे सब कुछ देना पड़ जाएगा. And look at the beauty of it, guys. For the first few years I was the one managing everything. Then came COVID, then came a time where I did not have a job for almost 2.5 years. I still don't have a job. So the money that I was making, I am still not able to match up to that much income every month. I am 1/4 or lesser than that right now. From the kind of income I used to have. But because I have Karan, because Karan has so much faith in me, I am able to live a amazing life without thinking that, oh my god, at some point of time I had my own money and I could do whatever I want from that money, and now I don't have it. How will I take it from Karan? He has so much more on me right now. I will have to ask him for all of these things. I am able to never ever have those kind of thoughts, because there is a certain level of trust, there is a certain level of security that we have developed with each other, because at one point of time I was earning more and now Karan is earning more. So this is life, guys. This will keep happening to you. Life will keep happening to you. If उसमें आप लोग ऐसी छोटी छोटी चुन्नू चुन्नू चीजों पे लेके ईगो और रिजेंटमेंट लेके बैठोगे ना, क्यों उसकी सैलरी मुझसे ज्यादा है, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, तो फिर तुम ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है मेरी लाइफ चलाते रहना लाइक अ खुसड़ फूफा.
Yes.
Okay.
What is important is that you both guys become emotionally equally present in the relationship. Money is secondary, everything is secondary. When you have this ego, when you have this resentment, you will not
everything.
be equally emotionally available in the relationship.
Yes.
So please understand this. This is a very very important thing. कौन कितना कमा रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, that is not important. Communication, becoming emotionally available, becoming emotionally equally available in the relationship is the thing, and we will leave you with that message.
And again repeating, becoming 100% transparent about your money is what will make it completely sorted for you guys in long term. One bonus point I will give you right now. If you think that your partner is spendthrift, I am sure a lot of you might be feeling कि अरे ये तो इतना ट्रांसपेरेंसी बोल रहे हैं, बट मेरी पत्नी को पता चल गया कि मेरे पास इतने पैसे हैं तो वो तो उड़ा देगी. That is what this whole episode was about, guys. इतनी सारे questions आप तभी पूछोगे जब आप ये सारी चीजें फील करते हो, जब आपको ये इनसिक्योरिटीज फील हो रही है. आपको जब इन क्वेश्चंस के जवाब मिलेंगे, आपको जवाब मिलेगा कि मैं ये ओपन ट्रांसपेरेंट चीजें रख सकता हूँ या नहीं रख सकता, और अगर मैंने रखी तो इसके लिए मुझे क्या बाउंड्रीज ड्रॉ करनी पड़ेगी, so that you guys come on the same page about it. You will need to have these conversations in order to remove those insecurities कि ओ मेरी वाइफ को पता चल गया तो वो तो सारे पैसे उड़ा देगी, या मेरे पति को पता चल गया तो सब कुछ उड़ जाएगा. And if you guys find satisfactory answers to these questions is only when you start planning your financial beautiful strong future together. But if you do not find satisfactory answers, then seek help. Then find out how you guys can change this mindset. Find out how you guys can find a middle ground about all of these problems.
Yeah.
And come to a beautiful dance, I would say, between the two of you.
Yeah.
So that your relationship can last a lifetime without any money issues, without any financial debts, and may you all grow and have 10x, 100x, 1000x the money you currently have in between the two of you.
Yes. So yes guys, this is it from our side. We hope you have understood and we have given you food for thought पैसे को लेके.
Please do like, share and subscribe. We are available on all social media platforms under the name Happily Whatever After with KS, or you can just type in Karan and Shoki and you will find all our videos. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time we release a new episode, which is every Tuesday and Thursday. So we will see you next week.